Good morning and welcome to the latest in our series of Friday Fives from Ask Andy. We're in the last week of the half term before we break for the Wisdom Eye break, and we've got for some schools who are lucky enough they've got 2 weeks off. For other schools, just the 1 week off. But like all breaks, everybody's ready for it. And by the time that you listen to this 5-minute clip, I guess you'll be tying the loose ends up of this half term and thinking about maybe even getting away and having a break, a complete break from school. And I would commend you for that if you can find time to be able to do that in the week ahead. I know there are. The half-term week can be a busy week with sort of catching up with stuff at home, but I think it really is important to just take time out, recharge the batteries, and really sort of focus on your well-being and the stuff that you like to do for your well-being, the stuff that really nourishes you. And maybe just spend a little bit of time thinking about which of those activities you're going to do over the forthcoming week or fortnight, if you're lucky enough, to maybe take into the forthcoming term, the forthcoming half term, so that you can actually do some of the things that you do at the half term break during term time. And that's really important that we punctuate the work with opportunities to refresh and nourish ourselves. And I want you to have a real think about something that might help with building well-being into the working week. And now's a really good time to be thinking about it. We've got a break coming up. I'm guessing on Sunday night you'll have that lovely feeling of not having to go into school on Monday morning, not having to go to work on Monday morning, maybe thinking about having a lie-in. But I would encourage you to spend some time on Sunday, maybe just half an hour, planning for the sort of things that you might want to do for your well-being across the working week. Across the half-term break, so that we're ready for the working week when we come back. If we can sort of model this during the half-term break, we've half a chance of being able to embed it and spend time every Sunday for half an hour just planning for our well-being in the same way that you would if you were planning for a working week at school. And usually on a Sunday, from my experience as a head, I'd spend Sunday putting together a staff bulletin, planning staffing for the week, making sure that everything that is planned for the week is matched with the resource to be able to carry it out. And I think what we need to do for our well-being is something similar. I think we need to take some time on a Sunday afternoon, maybe half an hour, and just decide what you're going to do for your well-being that week. And that will stem from an understanding of what it is that you do for your well-being. What things do you enjoy doing for your well-being? And when are you going to do those during the forthcoming week? Because if we can get those planned in across this week, which is going to be a holiday week, then we've modeled it, we've grooved it, if you like, ready for the start of the next half term. So I'm going to encourage you to spend half an hour on a Sunday afternoon while you're planning for the working week, to sit down and plan for your well-being. Write down a list of those things that you really enjoy doing for your well-being, the things that really give you a lift and a boost. And once you've done that, and once you've decided what it is that you want to do, then build those activities in, create time during the week for them, and make that time non-negotiable. Now, we all know that there are emergencies that crop up, and sometimes the best laid plans have to be put to one side. But for 95% of the time, we really need to have an understanding that we are going to carry out those well-being activities, because it's a critical part of us being the best version of ourselves, both for our families and in readiness for the return to school after the half-term break. So, 3 things to do. Carve out half an hour of time on a Sunday. Put a list of things that you want to do for your well-being that week. Plan them in to the week, the time that you're going to do them, and make, as far as possible, make those plans non-negotiable. I do the same. I know that if I didn't plan in time for the swimming that I like to do, the gym visits I like to do, the reformer Pilates that I really like to do, if I don't plan those in, they don't happen. And it's the same with everybody. You know, we've got busy lives. So let's plan in the same way as we do for work. Let's plan our well-being activity in. Let's look after ourselves and plan to look after ourselves and build those in on a Sunday. And this Sunday is a perfect time to do it because with the pressure's off a little bit. We don't have school on Monday. And we can start to practice some of those things that we do for our well-being with a little bit more time on our hands. Beyond that, I would encourage you to follow that up every Sunday and just give yourself half an hour. That's all it is, maximum, to plan the activities that you're going to do across the week. Put those times in, make it non-negotiable, and prioritize yourself. Because in the words of the advert, you're worth it. Have a great half term, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye.